Hello guys and welcome to Coding Warriors. So today I'm gonna show you guys how to make this clock using React hooks. Okay, so for our project today I'm gonna be using code sandbox.io. So just make sure you go to this website, you can create an account and then click on create sandbox. Once you click on it, make sure you click on React because we're going to be using React. Okay. And then here, let's make some changes. So let's delete this one. And then, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this H1. I'm going to type in Reactjs hooks. Okay. And then you can come here where it says source, create a new file. You can call it whatever you want. I'm going to be calling it time.js. Okay. And then in time.js file, I'm going to import React from React. Okay, and then I'm going to create a function component. So function, I'm gonna name it time, or we can name it clock, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then here I'm going to export default clock. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to app.js and I'm going to import the function clock. So import clock from time. I'm just gonna change the name of the file to clock.js so that way they match. Okay. Alright, and here I'm going to include my function clock. Okay. I'm gonna change this one. Let's do an error. Clock. Okay. So here, this function gonna return, or is gonna render an H1. So let me create a div, and then an H1, just a title, H1. Sorry, H1. Just name it current time. Okay. And then you can see that right here. Okay. All right. And here is where I'm going. This is where I'm going to show time. Okay. Alrighty. So in order to make this clock, and I'm going to be using useState, which is it's a hook called. I'm going to be calling that inside this function, which going to add a local state to it, to this function. Okay, so curly bracket use state. Okay, and here I'm gonna make a constant. It's an array use state. Okay, so here I'm going to make a variable called current time, and then I'm gonna set a function that's going to update So set current time is going to update the initial state, which is current state. Okay. So so here we have to put in an initial state, and then it can be anything that you want. It can be either 0, or it can be a number, or an array, or an object, whatever you want. So here, this is where I'm gonna plug in my current time. Okay. And as you can see, it's showing right here 0. So okay. So the only argument that useState uses is an initial state that you have to include here. So if I type in initial state, so it's gonna show here. Okay. All right. So let's leave this, or actually I can put in a string. We just say loading current time. All right, which we're gonna see here. Alrighty. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a function. I'm gonna give it the name of get time, and inside this function I'm gonna create a constant time, which is gonna give me the current time. So I'm gonna be using uDate dot local time string. Okay. So if I console log time, it's gonna give me the current time. So but I have to call the function get time. And then here, if I go to console, refresh, so as you can see here, this is the current time, and here on the right upper corner it's 10:13 a.m. so this is my current time. Okay, so let me get rid of this function get time, and here let me delete this. So as I said, current time, this is the initial state, and then this function set current time is going to update the current time. So I'm gonna use set current time, and again it's going to update time. Alrighty. Actually, let me show you something. So if I copy this variable time, and then let me plug it here instead of this string loading current time, and let's see what we get. So time. So it's going to show me the time, but again it's not updating. Okay, like if I want to update this, I have to refresh. So every time I need the current time or like an updated time, I have to refresh, but obviously I can't keep doing that. Okay, so in order for us to have this clock update automatically, I'm going to be using set interval. So set interval returns a function, okay, and then an interval. So this interval, it's gonna be in milliseconds, but I want to update this clock every 1 second. So 1 second, it's 1,000 milliseconds. Okay, so I'm gonna have this set interval call our function get time. Okay. And as you can see, it's updating. So set interval calls the function get time every 1 second, and then when get time gets called, it's going to call this method set current time, and then it's gonna update the time. And as I said, use state return. It's going to update. It's made of an initial state, which is a variable. In our case, it's current time, and then a function here. And when this function updates current state, and in our case, it's gonna update the current state every 1 second. So I'm not really styling this. It's not I'm not gonna be using any CSS. Well, actually, you know what? Let me use some CSS. So I have some CSS already made. So all we have to do, go to style, and then I'm gonna create a class called time, and then all I have to do, I have to come to current time, and then where it says current time, I'm gonna create a span. Okay, close it, and then inside span, I'm gonna include my class. So in React, you can't just type in class. It has to be class name in camel case. So I named my class time. So here it's gonna be time. And if I save, as you can see, so it's time. Alright guys, I hope you learned something new, and if you enjoyed this tutorial, please make sure you subscribe and leave a comment and like. And if you have any questions, you can enter it in the comments below, and I'll make sure to answer your, if you have any questions, I'll make sure to answer your question. Alright guys, thank you so much, and you have a blessed day.